A major diplomatic flashpoint unfolding at the Chemical Weapons Convention in The Hague, where Qatar and Ireland are accusing Israel of using prohibited chemical weapons in its military operations in Gaza. Ireland, in fact, expressed deep alarm over reports from Palestine claiming that Israel has used riot control agents as a weapon of war in the West Bank. The statement added that Ireland acknowledges Palestine's request for the OPCW Technical Secretariat to monitor the situation and investigate the alleged use of chemical weapons. During the 30th Conference of State Parties to the Chemical Weapons Convention, they called for an international investigation. Qatar describing it as Israeli practices in the territory and expressed full support for Palestine's formal request for a probe. In fact, the move making Qatar the third country at the conference to publicly press for action on alleged chemical weapons used by Israel. Qatar has also strengthened its position within the OPCW. The nation secured a diplomatic win at the conference, being elected to serve as president of the organization for the period 2026 to 2030. It comes after Qatar demonstrated its influence earlier this year by drafting a resolution that successfully paused inspections of the suspected chemical weapon sites in Syria. It cited Israeli attacks as the reason international teams could not safely access those locations. While the specific substances referred to by Qatar, Palestine, Ireland have not been identified in their formal statements. The allegations coming against the backdrop of long-running controversy over Israel's use of white phosphorus in past and recent operations. Israel was accused by the Human Rights Watch of using white phosphorus munitions in both Lebanon and Gaza during the conflict. In fact, the rights group arguing that when air burst over densely populated urban areas, white phosphorus acts indiscriminately. It burns homes, endangering civilians and causing severe, sometimes lethal injuries. The Israeli military has flatly denied these claims, calling the accusations unequivocally false. They continue to maintain this position in the past controversies. A 2009 Human Rights Watch report on Israel's operation cast lead found that white phosphorus was used extensively throughout Gaza, including overpopulated civilian areas where it damaged a school, a market, a hospital, and an aid warehouse. From both world wars to Vietnam War, from Iraq War to Yemen crisis and the Russia-Ukraine war, the issue of white phosphorus is not new. At the time, Israel's explanations shifted. It first acknowledged the use of the munition for target marking and then denying its use altogether before later ordering an internal investigation, while maintaining that its actions met international standards. Human Rights Watch has said Israel had safer alternatives available and noted that some uses of the weapon appeared to have little connection to immediate military necessity. It also raised questions about its role as anything other than an incendiary one. Now, amid the latest call for the probe, the OPCW will now become a central point around the debate over the use of weapons in Gaza. To stay up to speed with the latest news, download the WION app and subscribe to our YouTube channel.